Okay, so The Clean House with Sarah Roll was an interesting play and interesting to read. It was kind of like a short classic story with like the classic storyline where like the wife finds out about the affair with the husband that the husband is having, and it was kind of a different twist. The story was supposed to be focused on Matilde, who was the Brazilian maid, and she played a big part, but she didn't really fit into the story that well, I didn't think. And her only defined parts where she really stood out and had super big impact on the book was when she told a joke to Anna, who was dying, and she died from laughter. And then that she was the only connecting person for Lane and Charles after they had split up. And I felt like some of the characters weren't very realistic because of how they were portrayed. Like Lane, when Charles told her about his affair, she was kind of like not as upset as I think one would be. And so I didn't really feel like she was that into it. And she wasn't that mad because Charles, like, brought Anna, who is the woman he's now in love with, to meet Lane, and she just, like, wasn't that mad about it, which I thought was strange because I'd be like, why are you bringing this woman here? Um, Another thing is that Charles travels to Alaska to get a tree that could help Anna, who is dying. And I feel like that is unrealistic as well because I don't know a lot of people who would fly to Alaska to get a tree to help save someone. But, and it's like a tree, not like a part of a tree. He like brought the tree back. And so a theme I noticed was that people were doing things that they didn't want to be doing. Like, Lane is a doctor and so is Charles. And they spend a lot of time on their jobs and they're like, schedules conflict, and like she always talks about how she doesn't get to see him because of their schedules. And so she's spending her life saving up money and making money and having money to spend when she would much rather be spending time with her husband. And then another person who was spending their life not doing something they enjoyed was Matilde, who was cleaning Lane's house, and she really wanted to be a comedian like her parents because both her parents were comedians. So she spent a lot of her time in the day when she was supposed to be cleaning, thinking of good jokes and thinking of how she could have put them together, and like she always said that a good joke just will come to you. And so she is doing something that she doesn't necessarily want to be doing, and that's cleaning houses. I thought the book overall was super good in just an interesting and kind of weird way where I'd read a part and I would be kind of confused. But overall, I feel like there was good connecting points and you could relate it to a lot of different texts. But overall, it was pretty good. Yeah, sweet.